Hey there, this is Patrick McGuire of the Empowered Podcast and the Empowered Entrepreneur. I'm bringing you this bonus report for the 44 landing page review. Now, granted, we're not going to be able to go into great depth of every single one, but we are going to get you enough information that you'll be satisfied, that you will have the ability and you will be empowered to go out and replicate this, to take the best of the best and the worst of the worst. Hopefully, we're not going to cover too much of the worst, but we'll cover a few. And you'll take the key points to be able to create your own landing pages, thank you pages, upsell pages, and so much more. So hopefully this is going to help you out in getting the focus on the landing pages. And we're going to start off with just a few little details. Of course, as you know, I'm Patrick McGuire, the Empowered Entrepreneur and part of the EmpoweredPodcast.com. But what I'd like to do is just bring forward to you this opportunity to share the 44 landing page review. Most of the time, the first reason why you get onto a landing page is because you see something like this. You're looking for a tip sheet. You're looking for some cheat sheets, some checklists. Maybe just a little bit of information that's going to get you ahead in the game. Quite frankly, if you've come here, you've probably already got a bunch of my checklists. Some of the checklists that are going to give you perhaps landing page review checklists, what to have on your checklist. Maybe it's a 16-point page review. Or perhaps it's my 8-point upsell page checklist. Checklists, tip sheets, things like that are designed to be easy to execute and to really get your attention, to get you to give somebody their email. So when you hand over your email, you're going to get something of great value. And you want to remember that when you're giving it to your prospective clients, those that are joining your list, those that are asking for more information to join your nation, your community, your culture. You want to give them something of great value. Don't just give them something that's left over. Don't think of it as an afterthought. Go into this leading in that you're going to give them some of the best content you can possibly give so that they're going to love what you have for them later on. Another thing you're going to see, as I mentioned, not just the tip sheets, but the checklists. The checklists themselves, of course, they're the ones that really give you something to take action on. The tip sheets are giving you guidance and structure, ways to get going. But the checklists are to make sure that you can fast track your success and you don't miss anything. Things like cleaning up the clutter and creating your form. I mean, these are very simple ones, of course. But you also have a lot of other ones that are very detailed, such as the Empowered checklist. We've got the startup checklist, the branding checklist, the starting a business organization, things like that. Those checklists are going to make your life a lot easier. And the tip sheets, well, they're more or less reports that are just going to guide you along the way. So let's get into this a little bit deeper. Let's talk about the 44 landing pages that we're going to cover off today. Now, you probably got here because of something like this. Get this free 16-point landing page checklist that converts more visitors to clients. I mean, this has got a few key elements. It's not a perfect landing page, but it's very modern. It's very clean and very simple. And you know what? You only have one option. Even if you look down at the very bottom, the copyright, EmpoweredPodcast.com, Empowered Entrepreneur, you can't even click those. They don't go anywhere. They don't do anything. So we're only giving the reader, the audience, our new visitor, and hopefully our new client, or at least our free download client, someone who's joined our list. We're giving them one option. We want them to follow the arrows, discover the most must-have essentials that convert 80% more visitors. And quite frankly, this type of page is exactly what does that. Now, granted, there's things that you can do to fine-tune, split test, and run variations on this to make it convert even better. We choose to stick with green. We love green. It's all about go, go, go. I love simple, colorful backgrounds as well, but keeping the focus on this black shadow box and the green and white, it's very powerful and very clean. Now, hopefully some of your landing pages look similar, and if you've come to find this webinar, this report, because you actually got this checklist, well, that's a good thing. And obviously it's doing its job. And I hope you can do the same thing today. After you finish this, you'll be able to build your own landing page with all these checkpoints. Now, this one's a pretty cool one. It's really, really simple. I mean, quite honestly, it can't get any simpler than this. It states a fact and it tells you what to do. It's a multi-purpose landing page template. If you have something that looks like this and it feels like this, then you've got something good. Now, there's so much more you could do with it. You can twist it and massage it, manage it. You can test it a few different ways, change the colors, change the call to action, change the words and the content and the features, of course. But this is essentially what you're going to see on every single landing page that you check out for the rest of your life. And now that you see this, you're going to know exactly what you're looking at. So let's keep going on this. This is a great one, Netflix. I mean, seriously. There's nobody better in the business than companies like Netflix. I mean, Netflix is one of the best, but there are other ones out there that I would put up there on par with them. Netflix wants you to do a couple of things. If you're a member, you can sign in. Look at the top right-hand corner, just right up here. Sign in. If you're not, it tells you clearly, start your free month. In fact, this is much more powerful than this little sign-in in the top corner. I've seen them test it with even more subtle options for the sign-in, leaving it in black and white. And down the bottom, you're going to see a few things. Hey, so much to watch. Why don't you check out what there is? Or watch anywhere, telling you where you can watch it and telling you there's no commitments. You can be in and out, close the door, lock it behind you, whatever you want. So Netflix has got a really good landing page. What's really cool is this is the landing page whether you're a member or not. This guy got it right a couple of times at least. He's been doing very well. He took real advantage of this when nobody else was, at least not in the presidential world. But I mean, look at this. He's got some social media. He's got the explanation up top where, hey, get involved. It's telling you what to do. And then down below in the middle, if you see in the white space, join the movement. Again, repeating this. You want to get involved. You want to get engaged. Just give me your email and your zip code. And why the zip code? Well, it's because they're trying to track it. Where are we getting hits? Where's the activity coming from? And who's signing up and who's going to support us? So they're using this for very strategic reasons. But then you see a few things down the bottom. Hey, look, we can continue to the website. So either give me your email or go to the website and check out what I have to say. That's really what Mr. Barack Obama is saying for us. But let's just say this guy got it right. He nailed it. And he's the first one in history to take true advantage of social media campaigns. Now, this one is a pretty good template. I've used it in the past or something very, very similar to this. But I mean, hey, why don't you read this free report? Why don't you get this? And you've got to give them this compelling headline. The 5 dirt cheap tools I use to create all my videos, including my $80 HD video camera. Well, you know what? That's actually pretty good. And to know that I use an $80 HD video camera is kind of compelling. That means that anybody can do this. Now, quite often, you probably already know this, but I use my GoPro, my Hero Cam. I use a few other things. We've got a couple of drones, things like that we play with. So, you know, $80 is actually pretty good for anybody to get involved in, and you can grow from there. You don't need all the fancy equipment is really what I'm trying to tell you. In fact, right now, this is being recorded very, very simply. So if you decide to do a video landing page, which we will talk about in a little bit, you can do something like this using a simple MacBook, and, well, I'm using a Samson Meteor mic. Cool stuff. But back to this landing page. I'm going to give you something of high value. I'm going to tell you how I got started, and I'm going to tell you how you can get started as well. And I'm going to give you free instant access to get this book. Nothing else I can do other than checking out the legal information, which happens to be a Shadowbox pop-up. It's not even a redirect to another page. So you can either click on the button for access, or you can click the little underline for access, or you can click on the legal information and get access just to the legal info. But again, when you close the Shadowbox, it goes back to this and you press the button. Up pops up the request for your email. This guy's awesome, Tim Ferriss. He tests everything. He is cerebral, and yet he's a lot of fun. He's actually a really amazing guy. He's a great entrepreneur, a great example of what we should all strive to be. The 4-hour work week. Well, he's got 4-hour everything. 4-hour waffles, 4-hour abs, you know, all sorts of stuff. But he's done a great job. And look at the use of social media proof. I mean, he's got social proof all over the place. He's got the New York Times. He's got Wired, Men's Journal, Amazon, Philtown. I mean, oh my goodness, this is crazy. He's got bestsellers talking about how he's the best. I mean, that gets pretty powerful. And look at his tagline. I mean, if you could 10x your per hour output, how would your life and business change? Hey, why don't you give me your email just to find out how? You know, that is pretty awesome. And if you didn't figure that out, and if you weren't excited about the 4-hour work week and figuring out how to 10x yourself, you know, why don't you just start here? Don't drown in the details. Get the fundamentals for free. Just submit your email to get started. I mean, it tells you exactly what you're going to get. This is cool. The first 50 pages of the 4-hour work week, which is a best-selling book, again, 11 simple must-use apps and tools, weekly productivity tips and tricks. So he tells you, I'm going to give you something amazing to read. I'm going to give you some tools and apps to use that'll help make you more productive. And then I'm going to give you an email every single week. Now that's cool. Just give me your email and get inside. And if you don't, well, he lets you go to watch his TV show, his blog, his podcast, and some of his other stuff. What's really cool about this is when you go to those other pages, if you choose to go, you're still going to have the start here, get signed up, join the team boxes pop up on the side. So again, I really like Tim Ferriss, been phenomenal. Love this landing page. I would only take away the options at the bottom, the TV show, the blog, the podcast, other, until you give me your email, because if it's a true landing page, I really don't want anything except for one thing, to give you something of great value and get your email. TaskRabbit. These guys have done pretty good, man. They really have taken off. They've done a lot of stuff. They've been very successful in some areas, but they're not all over the place. But the reality is they are a great social organization. They do things for you that others won't do. They'll do things for you that you won't even do. Well, you know what? It takes one thing to get started. Give me your email. Pretty simply put, you've got options across the top, how it works, pricing, login up in the top right-hand corner. But there's only one thing that I really, really want from you when I have a landing page like this. Your email. Let's get started. It tells you exactly what to do. Get an assistant. The only way to find out is to get started right now by giving me your email. Press that little orange button. Love the call out. Love the orange button. It's strong. And you know what? Down the bottom, who else uses it? So, reality is we're just a bunch of entrepreneurs. We're a bunch of change makers, startups, or amazing people. If you're listening to this, you definitely are an empowered person. You are amazing. But who else uses it besides individuals and small companies? Well, you know what? Yahoo, Mission Minis, Eventbrite, Good Eggs, Meetup, Craft Coffee. That's some social proof. And they didn't even say anything. They literally just threw some logos up there. So don't forget your logos and social proof on your page. Don't forget a nice bright orange button, and try and keep it as minimal as possible, asking for just one thing, their email. You don't have to go into their name or their full name, their surname, their last name, their middle name, the name of the dog. You just don't need that stuff. You just have to start with their email. When they become customers, you'll get everything else. Maybe not the dog's name. Anyways, my dog's Duke, by the way, in case you're curious. All right, so keep moving on this. I'm going to pick up the pace here because you're going to recognize a lot of these are very similar and consistent. Again, this is FreshBooks. It's cloud accounting. It's software. It's driven towards the businesses. So it's not just for small businesses. It's not just for startups. It's not just for, Johnny Schmo trying to grab your name and email so he can sell you some wares and products and whatever he's got, some widget. But large companies also use landing pages, and quite honestly, they usually botch it. But as you saw, TaskRabbit done a pretty good job. FreshBooks, again, pretty good, but they're looking for the corporate side of things. They don't want to do business with John Schmo. They just want your company name and your email address, and you get to start and try it for free. So whether you're giving something away for free, like a book report or information or some checklists, or you're actually giving away use of software with a time-limited value, landing pages are incredibly powerful. I use them all the time in my businesses. In fact, that's one of the reasons why we were so successful with our Vanna Workforce product that we built. It was a human capital management software product built on the Salesforce platform. We use landing pages that look like this, and all we wanted was your company name, your name, and your email. And as the world progressed, we're down to just company name and email. I use this quite a bit, getfeedback.com. Pretty cool. There's not much you can do. This is like the epitome of a landing page. Look at it. Send beautiful emails and you'll get better results. That is a powerful headline. It's got a cool little subline. It's a little difficult to read. But Campaign Monitor makes it easy for you to create, send, and optimize. I love that word, and optimize. Your email marketing campaigns, getting started only takes a few minutes. So it's literally telling you this is really easy to get in. And I'm going to give you a free account. I don't know about you, but you only got one option on this page. If you can see another option, fantastic, but you've got one choice. Click on the little X in the top corner and get this page closed, get lost, get running away, whatever you want to do, or create a free account. Quite honestly, if you know the product and you're on this landing page, you're there for a reason. You're going to get that free account. This one's really good. I like it. It gives you a screenshot, tells you what the software is going to do. It's going to guide you. It's going to double your sales. Everybody listening to this right now probably wants to double your sales. And it really tells you there is a formula for business growth and you're about to discover it for free. So it's telling you what you're going to get. And then it's asking you to register. And those little red arrows, those are good. Start today. Points to what they want you to do. The other arrow in the far corner, it's time to double. I mean, it's highlighting what it wants you to look at. And then down the bottom, a little bit more detail. But really, there's only one thing to do, and that's register now. It's free. There's a little disclaimer off to the side. There's no charge for a certain period. Again, it's free software for a certain period of time. Only thing I do here, though, is maybe make that button greener, maybe make it stronger, give it some 3D or 2D or gradient effect, because it just doesn't pop off this page. But man, it's good, it's clean, it's consistent, black, white, and green. Some of my favorite colors. I mean, that is an empowered color scheme right there. Now, I mentioned Salesforce. I built an application. Well, I didn't build it. I had other people build it. I built an application on the Salesforce platform. So at salesforce.com, they are more than just CRM, or not just your CRM, mom. That's a platform that you can build amazing things. When we joined, it was about 200 different app platform partners. There's now a couple thousand. I think 2,700 was the last count. But they use pages like this all the time for their Salesforce Sales Cloud and Marketing Cloud and Service and Support Clouds. It's a little more involved, but they're getting you into the sales cycle very early. And in fact, right after this, someone will call you within literally half an hour to an hour, if not the same day. But as soon as you fill this out, you get to watch the video. It's usually a couple of minutes long. And by the time that's done, you're using the software they're giving you. Amazing. And then all of a sudden, somebody's calling you. So although this is not my typical design of a landing page, it does its darn good job of what it really wants it to be. This one's a little more involved. This is probably my recommendation of what not to do in the modern world, the World Web 2.0.0.0. I mean, the world has changed so much. The cloud has really taken us to a new level. It's not Web 2.0 anymore. It's cloud. And quite honestly, Cloud 2.0, it's taken us to a whole new level. But this really identifies a few things. It really shows Salesforce, again, the clear brand identity. It's trackable phone contact. I mean, hey, why don't you call me? Why don't I call you? Engaging visual testimonials of customers. Salesforce has done something amazing because they've really compelled more of a, what I would say, a customer-centric world. It's all about the customer. Customer says it best. That's really what it is. And that really is social proof. And funny enough, it's actually more than just social proof. They're showing you who they are, who the people are, what the business is, what the use case is. They have some stories on there, but this is really, really busy. And quite honestly, my eyes are drawn all over the place. So again, I'd go back to a page that is more their consistent. This is their way of doing things today. But it's really the evolution, the cleaner and leaner version of this. Eventually, they're going to get all the details off of you. They realize that. And the web form looked a lot better in the new version versus what they used to use. But I wanted to give you that example of what was good and is now great. And it's getting better all the time. So, and, full disclosure, I make nothing off of Salesforce. Well, of course, I do make some royalties, but not from Salesforce, from the sales of my own products and commissions and things like that. But it is an incredible platform, and they are always pushing the envelope and growing. I love it. It's fantastic. And they are one heck of a marketing machine. In fact, I think they're more of a marketing machine than a software machine these days. Now, here's one that I love. Digital marketer, Ryan Deiss. The guy is the epitome of the digital marketer. Hence the name. Pretty cool. Ryan has done so much to evolve landing pages, sales funnels, internet marketing, that I don't know if anyone truly can catch up. And he's continuing to invest millions of dollars a month. All right, so this one's a really cool one. It's the ultimate social media swipe file. I have something very similar that you could probably get your hands on. I've learned from Ryan, of course, so I've got some twists on what he has. And, it's pretty simple. There's a huge headline, real powerful, tells you exactly what you're going to get. There's a subheadline telling you what's in it. There's some check boxes, the features and benefits that you're going to get, of course. And then there's some social references at the bottom. Well, not quite the bottom, but the middle of the bottom. And you can see TechCrunch, Huffington Post, Quicksprout, Forbes, Mixergy. I mean, this landing page wasn't in those things, but Ryan was. And Digital Marketer was. So here's the epitome of making landing pages work. Copy Ryan Deiss. Or copy the Empowered Entrepreneur stuff as well. Very similar approach you're going to find. But look, you can't do anything on this page except download now. Or go find the little X at the very top of the page and close out and walk away. Totally up to you. Oh, by the way, if you do that, it's going to give you a pop-up saying, hey, just wait, hold on, are you sure? And it'll ask you to consider giving your email anyways. This is the exact same swipe file the team at Digital Marketer uses every day to optimize all of our social media posts and blog headlines. Download it. It works. Ryan Dice, co-founder and CEO of digitalmarketer.com. I mean, he's using his own testimonial to give you some social proof down there as well. Not just social proof from the big name logos above, and also telling you that, hey, I have enough confidence in this swipe file that I use it and teach all of my people to use it. In fact, many of the empowered entrepreneur operators that I have on my team, the elite team that we put together, they use this file as well. Another one from Digital Marketer. This one's a little more in-depth, a little more, stylized, a little more information. But look, it's almost exactly the same as the last one we just looked at. Hold on, let's go back. Ultimate social media swipe file. Ultimate social media swipe file. Headlines of the change. There's a few things there. They've added the phone number. They've moved the box off to the side in small. They've given you another arrow to give you the direction. And down the bottom, they give you another option to press that button again, but they're using somebody else for that social proof in the testimonial. So Russ Henneberry, Director of Editorial of Digital Marketer. Again, it's a digital marketer guy saying, hey, this is the same stuff that we use with our team. So pretty cool. And it is definitely a free download. There's nothing special you can do here. Just give us your name, your email, and phone number, and those things will get you started. Another landing page, fantastic, exactly the same format. You can see it's a different product, but the ultimate Twitter lead generation template sounds a lot like the ultimate swipe file, doesn't it? But it works. Ryan's tested it. This is one of the best landing pages he has, and all of his products have a version of this landing page. So you should do it too. And here's what happens if you go to X out. Whoa, wait a minute. Hey, get the ultimate digital marketing toolbox. Yes, I want all of your free tools. Or no, hey, look, my business is already perfect, which is a total load of crap. He's challenging you. And we know that most of the time you're going to hit yes, because hey, instead of just getting one swipe file, I can get all the swipe files. Seriously? For free? I mean, that's pretty compelling right there. One of the products that I use on many of my websites is Optimized Press. So disclosure there, of course, there's a lot of amazing landing pages, and you probably recognize some of mine already from the templates that are provided here as an example. But let's talk about this more in detail. Optimized Press. With Optimized Press, and with anything you do today, you really should have all the options covered. Tablets, phones, laptops, desktops, even TV screens now as we're going into the world of AirPlay, Apple Play, Droid, Play, all the different options you have out there for MyGiga and things like that, because you can access all your internet content on your TV. I don't know if that's really what TV should be all about, but you know what? Even I'm doing it. So really with that, make sure that all of your landing pages work on all of your different size sites, devices, and screens. And here's an example of a landing page, which you've seen something very similar from the Empowered Entrepreneur and Empowered Podcasts. Even Empowered Nutrition uses some of these as well, and some other assets or digital assets, the properties and real estate that I have, they use Optimized Press. I really like it. It's quick and easy. I use a few others too. I'll tell you about another one in a moment. Straightforward. I want your name. I want your email. Insert your logo. This one's really good. Great template to use. And here's another variation I've used. Actually, funny enough, this one was very successful, but look how easy it is to use. With Optimized Press, as I said, it gives you the templates, then you can modify the templates, change the layouts, change the settings, the color schemes, the typography, the page settings, even membership settings. Really cool if you want to do a drip funnel campaign. You tie it into your MailChimp or Aweber or ConvertKit or anything like that. And you're going to be able to get that campaign running and send them on a sequence of videos in your membership, and you can tell them how to do a lot more than just get a landing page review. Another one, this is pretty straightforward. Not much you can do. You can't screw this one up. You'll notice this is an Optimized Press template. Really like this one. One that I haven't executed myself, but plan to in the future. So you're probably going to see this coming from me with a few green tweaks to it. This one's this template that's available from Optimized Press. This was a monster conversion page many years ago. Well, not many, a few years ago. you're going to notice that Ryan Dice Digital Marketer, they use something very similar. So I know this works. I've used it myself. It works. It really does help you build stunning pages, and it really does help you convert customers, visitors. Very simple, very clean. Again, it's another variation, using those arrows to direct your eyes to what you're going to get and what you need to do. Some proof, some buttons, some features, and some bullets to give you some information of what's involved and what's included and what you're going to get. And again, at the bottom, just give me your email address and get instant access, because the first one didn't work when I asked for your name and your email. Maybe the second one will work. You just want to give me your email and get access. Now, you recognize this one. It looks a lot like the ones we just came across. That's because it is built off of Optimized Press. And this is the Empowered Entrepreneur landing page. Prepare to be empowered. You know, it's kind of telling you what, but really not giving you a lot of insight. This is very basic. We're just using it as an initial landing page while building out the back end. So we wanted to get some advanced access to our community, to our followers, to our listeners. And we set up an Empowered Entrepreneur launch, and there was a sequence, and it actually was a full countdown calendar, and it's all provided in Optimized Press. So you just add the date and it does the math for you. Pretty cool, pretty easy to use. But this is a great template to use. There's a lot you could do to optimize this one. Again, this was a simple, quick, set it up in about 5 minutes type plan. Infusionsoft, one of those systems that is like Salesforce and Aweber smashed together. It's got a CRM, it's got a store, it's got sales funnels and landing pages, and it tracks all of your accounts and all of your customers and all the products they manage. So really, really cool product overall, great business. Infusionsoft, they help you build landing pages that look like this. In fact, this is more of a web page than a landing page, but it is designed to be landing page style. Here is an exact landing page from Infusionsoft, and this is to get the Thrive with Infusionsoft. So this is to go and take part in a large event and learn with some of the best software marketing tools that are out there, which is, you know, in this case, Infusionsoft. And if you want to watch the demo and learn how to use it, that's what that orange button is, right in the middle. Now, you know, everybody says, oh, I can optimize this, I can change this. You certainly can, but this page converts. Especially for a lot of those mid-size organizations, it converts very, very, very well because they want information, they want to read stuff, they want a clean page. They're not into those fancy pictures and pretty buttons and things like that. So with that said, you know, this is a thanks for signing up page from Infusionsoft. It's part of their template package, and, you know, you just fill in the blanks. I mean, copy and paste or replace the words that are already there and send them off to your live webinar. And that's what that orange button is in the middle. Watch a software demo now. It actually sends you a thanks for signing up, and it can either have a delayed webinar or a live webinar currently in action, which you can then click. Hey, these guys are good. And disclosure, GoDaddy's got all my accounts. Hundreds of websites that are managed by GoDaddy for me. So I just go shopping on GoDaddy all the time, and I keep adding them to my list. But you know what? This is what got me. Stuff like this. They do it right. Big call out, big sub headline, and then it lets you take a test drive. It's not even asking for your name, but it is getting you to click on that little orange button. Type in the name you want. Wow, I found my domain name, the next superstar success, $1,000,000venture.com. Well, once you've done that and you hit the search button, it's pretty easy to hit buy now button, which pops up right after this screen. It says, hey, it's available. Click here, or add all the .nets, .me's, .orgs, .info, .biz, .cc, .tasmania, whatever it may be. And you're going to just click, and hit the orange button that says buy now. So this works really, really well, and they didn't even ask for my email. So pretty cool. And they got some proof down there. I mean, Danica Patrick, that's some pretty good proof right away when Danica Patrick is driving your race car, multiple race cars in multiple disciplines, and winning against the big boys, and she's wearing your t-shirt. Not only that, just to make it a little more home run, if you will, got a customer reference down the bottom. Check out what Susan Miller says. So really, really good use of a very simple web page from GoDaddy.com. This one I love. I mean, there's a lot that you could do here, and you could easily navigate away from this page, but let's be honest. $1 web hosting with a free domain? Are you kidding me? Yeah. And they've already highlighted that box. Economy package, select. They show you the discount, and all you're doing is hitting select. As in, I choose this one, and I'm willing to pay for this right now. Holy cow, this is a huge call out page. And if you don't like it, you'll navigate to their products and domains, websites, hosting. So while this has some amazing, amazing power, not even asking you for your email again, it does leave some options to navigate away. But I think GoDaddy's tested this out a few times, and they know that they have these low ticket items that don't really make them any money. And then they have high ticket items. So they're not afraid if, 90% of you go off to check out their other domains and websites and products, because that's where they make all their money. Up front, they just want you in for $1. And this is it. Hey, you've registered your domain name. So if I have entered and registered my domain name, it's still going to redirect me to try and get some hosting, some website designs or packages, templates. So it's really saying, hey, let's put it to work. So now you're choosing the products. Now, I never do this because I have my own system and I have a lot of people working for me that will take care of this stuff for me. But this is a compelling reason for the entrepreneurs and startups, the smaller businesses that really don't know what the heck they're doing next. So they click on the get started and all of a sudden your website starts building for you for whatever fee is on the next page. Aweber. I got to be honest with you. This is fantastic. Love Aweber. Super easy to use. Build out your drip campaigns, multiple stacks. I mean, it is really, really good. But check out the landing page. With Aweber, all you can do is start your 30-day free trial. Holy cow, that's clean. Simple. But when you click on that, you're going to go to your next page and add your name, your email, your phone number, things like that. And you're going to then be able to start your 30-day free trial. And quite honestly, every other page, depending on the split test, they actually grab your credit card before you get to use the 30-day free trial, because they will then charge you right away. They also have another $1 version to get started for $1, which means they got your credit card, which is more compelling to just start your free trial. After 30 days, you're going to pay for it. This is a good one. This is actually from Aweber, and it's for Aweber. Free download, 6 tips to optimize your pop-up forms. And Aweber does provide pop-up form integration for many different pop-ups that are out there, WordPress plugins and things like that. But pretty simple, download now. When you hit the download now button, please enter your name and email. Pops right up. And well, guess what? That's optimizing the pop-up right there in the very beginning. So you're going to test it out. You're going to prove the point that they're about to tell you. And you're going to validate at least 3, if not all 6 of these tips when you optimize your pop-up forms by giving them your email in their pop-up form. So pretty cool. And I love the way that they actually put the application to use, and they give you the report afterwards and say, oh, by the way, all the things that we asked you to do, all those little things like the orange button on a sort of mundane background, that was with specific intent. And that's why we're empowered, because really we're trying to be here to understand what's really good. Powerful headlines, good subheadlines, strong call to action like an orange button, and a nice visual of what you're going to get. If not, give them the checklist of what they're going to get. ClickFunnels, another system I love. Russell Brunson, very, very, very good at what he does, but ClickFunnels has been what I think is the claim to fame for Russell. I know he's the king of .com-secrets.com and his book .com secrets, but as much as I read that, my glory was not that I could read that and go do it myself. My glory was that I could then buy his ClickFunnels package. ClickFunnels are awesome. Very simple to automate. Amazing templates as you see here, and I can show you a few, of course. This one's a very simple ClickFunnel, and it's going to tell you we'll give you 58 templates from ClickFunnels. Well, that works. They prove what they sell, and they sell funnels and templates. Hello. All right, ClickFunnels, another one with a little social proof from Liz Benny. You've got the register for the free webinar class, so you can actually take that class, get a free 2-week trial to ClickFunnels. They're giving away free software. Super awesome. Another variation of this, I really like this, super clean. In the background, you can see someone building a ClickFunnel right there, that landing page, drag and drop template, super easy. And Russell even proves this one with his weird niche funnel, and he makes some money off that, actually more than that on some days. Wix has got a really good, easy to use website design where you can create templates and funnels. More so you got to build the funnels yourself, but the web page templates, very easy to use, and it tells you what to do. Start now. You really can't do anything else. MailChimp, I use MailChimp as well, so not just Aweber, but another email campaign system, which is MailChimp. It is easy email and newsletters, so you can really get your lists built up really fast, really cheap, and sign up for free. So that's pretty straightforward. They've got to sign up for free in 2 different ways, which is the black box at the top. right beside the name. And then down below, under the headline and the subheadline and the information package there, and who uses it? 2 million people use it and sign up for free. So they're really calling you in. But again, I probably wouldn't be moving these pricing, features, resources, support, and blog on my landing page. Amazon Prime, they rock the house. I mean, Amazon itself is much like Google and GoDaddy. They test everything. In fact, Amazon's been clients of digital marketers and others, of course. But this is pretty straightforward. Start your 1 month free trial. Well, you know what? They got me, so it must work. Here's another example from an Amazon company, Audible. They're part of the audiobook type world, the culture that we're moving to today. Very much like podcasts, very much like online webinars. You can read books by listening to them. So start enjoying more books today. 3 months of Audible membership for $2.95 a month. That's super cheap, but afterwards it goes up. So pay attention to the fine print on the next page whenever that comes up for you. Be very, very careful. But you know what? This really, really is straightforward. And the funny thing here is that they don't have a call to action button on this page. And it seems kind of odd, doesn't it? But guess what? The entire page will cause a pop-up to get your name and email and get started. Unbelievable. Super awesome. They're really pushing the envelope on that one. Another version of the Audible book or audiobooks that are out there, you can see that by getmyfreeaudiobook.com or getmyfreeaudiobook button. And you can actually try this out by going freeaudiobookgift.com. That's a free gift from the Empowered Entrepreneur. So you can get yourself started on some audiobooks. And for forewarning and disclosure, you will get balanced between or split tested between Amazon Audible or audiobooks themselves. So 2 different options there to see which one converts best, depending on where you're at in your business and where I'm at in my split testing. Again, another one, I like this one. This is probably the most compelling one that I've been able to use. Download 2 free audiobooks, choose from 150,000 plus titles, and you know what? You get 2 right now. There's no options here. There's nothing you can do. You can press the button or press the X at the top and try and get out. And by the way, when you do, again, a pop-up saying, are you sure? Why don't you get 2 books or 3 books for free? So really, really awesome. What's cool is this is the beginning of a membership subscription, and it will automatically convert to a paid subscription after your 1 month and your 2 free downloads. Look at this. This is nice to see. Amazon is continuously testing things and split testing and evolving. You see things like the 3D button, the gradients and the highlights. You now see a flat image on the side. And let's take this into more detail. Here we go. I had to zoom in to make this happen for you, but ignore the blurriness. What you're going to see is that you've got some gradients, you've got some buttons, you've got some different wording on this page. Now, if we go forwards, you can see the button changes. It's flat, it's bright orange or a stronger orange, it's bolder. You're also going to see that we've got the Prime Music, million songs, hundreds of playlists. That's the bottom half in the white section. Look at it now. Over 1 million songs, hundreds of playlists. I mean, point blank, nothing to mess around. You don't even have to read the extra. And they're showing that it works on different devices right there on the screen. So this was the old one about 1.5 years ago, and this is the more recent version, and they've even upgraded it just recently again. So always testing. The colors are stronger, the colors are bolder. It's a little more flat, and flat is the new web design setup, if you will. Groupon, awesome. Confirm what city you're in. Just click on it and find some discounts and deals. I mean, you really can't screw this one up. I mean, maybe you could. Again, if you click out or try and X out and exit, it's going to give you a pop-up saying, hey, check this deal out. You may like these, because it does a little IP cooking and tells you what area you're in. Now, I screenshot captured this when I was in Vancouver, but no matter where you are, it's going to tell you where you are, and it's going to say, hey, we recognize you're in that area. Here's some offers from that area. So pretty smart. It's cool. It's simple. Can't get any simpler than that. And I love simple. HostGator, full disclosure, I use HostGator. I grabbed one from a friend, Zach, and we just took a screenshot of his referral landing page. It's a HostGator landing page. All Zach had to do was give his name, logo, and pick the deal that he was offering. So pretty simple. Can't do anything. Just start your site now. And Audello. Audello is one of my podcasting tools, and it's pretty straightforward. There's not much you can do here except watch the video and click here to get Audello now. This is a long sales page design, But as you roll down, you're going to see click here to get Audello now over and over and over and over again. So it's more than just a landing page. It truly is a sales page. But if you just had the top section, I think it's extremely powerful when it comes to a sales page and a landing page together. A little better, this is a true landing page from Audello, straightforward. You can see how that is almost the exact same, just a new version. And literally you don't scroll down the page. It's not a true sales page. It's sort of a soft sales page, but it definitely is a great landing page. ConvertKit. Nathan Barry's got a great product and he's done a great job. And he's got everything from landing pages to emails even that you can, delete a couple of words, insert your own words, and you are off and running. And really, his landing page says it all. Capture more leads, sell more products. And he gives you the books, the reports, and the templates, and the tools to do that. So why don't you visit 44 landing page review, and you'll get links to all of these different things and tools that I use. And in fact, I'm going to give you a little special treat. You're going to get the discounts and deals and things that we've been able to work up for special bonuses for the Empowered Elite from EmpoweredPodcast.com and the Empowered Entrepreneur. You're going to get these deals like ConvertKit. You're going to save some money and you're going to get a free trial. Very, very cool. So go to EmpoweredPodcast.com and you can click on 44 landing page review, and that blog post will give you all of the show notes. And in those show notes, you get links to things like this. So you can capture your 50% discounts, you can capture your free options and lots more, and free reports from all of our friends. Now, you've been here, you got here probably because of a page just like this one, and there's lots more out there for you. You can grab them, search our site, learn more from EmpoweredPodcast.com. Just look for it and you'll find them. All sorts of stuff. We give almost everything away for free. There, of course, is some paid products, but these free products will lead you to those paid products eventually, and that's your choice if you want to take them on or not. I just want to say on behalf of Empowered Entrepreneur, all of the people that work with us, all of our friends, our affiliates, I just want to say thank you. So again, go to empoweredpodcast.com/44 landing page review and grab the show notes, because in those show notes are discounts and links to all the products that we reviewed here that we are affiliates and friends with some discounts and some special bonuses that you'll be able to download and take advantage of. So you will be empowered to build your own 44 landing page review down the road. Maybe it's going to be 50 or 100, or better yet, you'll be able to build your own landing page. You only need one to build an empire and be empowered. So go ahead right now. I hope you enjoyed this, but to learn more, visit empoweredpodcast.com. Just type in the search bar 44 landing page review. Even if you just type in landing page review, you're going to get this one. You're going to get more. You're going to get the show notes. You're going to get the links to our friends and the discounts and savings that you're going to get. I hope you really found that this was beneficial and you saw some cool landing pages that you can create, replicate, and make better so that you will be empowered. Have yourself a fantastic day. Be empowered, be different, be amazing. We'll talk to you soon.